All right, we're live. So, hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of the Maliciously Hopeless podcast. I almost forgot the name of our podcast.
I do it all the time, so don't feel
Welcome to episode 5, titled "Oh My God, Can It Get Any Colder?"
bad. As we both have coffee this morning.
Well, I have juice.
You have
We
what?
don't have I have juice and I have water. I haven't been feeling well,
Ooh,
and we also don't have a whole house humidifier. We don't have any humidifiers actually, and it's been getting really dry. So I have been like fluid loading lately.
yeah, I have two humidifiers going. They're
But
both
I got a
supposed to be whole house ones, but they do a crappy job. I love that mug. That's so cute.
Dollar Tree. Yep, there we go, people. Shameless plug. Dollar Tree had holiday mugs this year. I don't know how many they have left. Everywhere I go to try to wrap up my decorating has been like picked over.
Yeah, that's really cute. They usually have holiday mugs. Usually not that cute.
I got all the teacher gifts from the Dollar Tree this year. They're all getting mugs, and they're the mugs that came with the candies in them. I have no idea what the candies are, but then I'm going to include a packet of hot chocolate mix, a packet of apple cider mix, and then maybe like a tea bag, with the chai tea.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to hit all my bases with hot beverages.
Well, depending on the school, that can be you get in there those early mornings because I know I have to be in by no later than 7:15, and I will be there by 6:45 because I need at least a little bit of time before the kids get into the school
Yeah.
because I can't stay late because
Mm.
of them. So let's just say I'm not looking forward to next semester's no sleep.
I just need to get through the rest of this week and next week. And then I hope, part of me doesn't hope because I like getting the hours, but then part of me hopes that we calm down a bit at the shop because my God, 26 hours this week, 20 hours next week, plus do all the stuff that, I normally do as mom and all this stuff, and start getting my new intro filmed for my channel reboot
Yeah.
and rebranding and all that stuff. Oh my God.
I am still ferociously working on Christmas presents, trying to plan Christmas dinner, which let me tell you is like my current 7th level of hell.
That was my Thanksgiving.
If I could just get everybody to do exactly what they should do when they should do it, it would be great.
Well, actually, we hosted Thanksgiving this year. We're not hosting Christmas this year, which kind of has lessened the holiday stress in our house.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're all done Christmas shopping,
Nice.
and it's all in the closet, and I just have to wrap it, which I'm hopefully going to get done either today or tomorrow, so we don't have a repeat of last year where we got to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and the kids were up at 4. That's when those are those shameful parent times. When you like after all said and done and about noon, you kind of like sit there and look at each other and you just kind of hang your heads in shame, like we did not handle that well. But when you just started to get to sleep, and then the kids are like, "Santa's been here," and you're like, "Go the fuck to sleep." It's like just go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
My mom had strict rules. We had to stay in bed until 6 o'clock in the morning.
I might put that into effect this year, even
It,
though we should, like, because since we're not hosting, we're going over to my sister-in-law's, which it's just the next town over, which is not that bad when you live in a metropolitan area.
yeah.
But we live on the outskirts of the metropolitan area. Like, I've told you this before, I'm 10 minutes from the Wisconsin border.
Yep.
She's in Stillwater, which is along the St. Croix, which is like here's the river, here's Stillwater, here's Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit closer to the border. But still, it's like you get there, you get everything. We do like a potluck, like, well, it's more like a buffet, like snacky foods.
Yep.
I think that's why she likes hosting Christmas better, because it doesn't involve a lot of cooking. But I like hosting Christmas because when the kids get bored, I can send them up to their rooms with their toys.
Make
And
sure to bring
so we,
charged iPads.
yeah. So we're gonna go over there, which means we'll get there at about 5, 6 o'clock. And then we usually pack up at about like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, I think she wanted to do a white elephant this year.
Yeah, my sister-in-law dropped that on me. She calls me yesterday and goes, "Oh, so my friend was telling me about this, and I think we should do this." And I'm like, I am not organizing a white elephant.
No, it's not the white elephant. She wants to do the dice game, where everybody brings a gift.
Yeah.
If they can be serious gifts, they can be joke gifts, and they all go in the center. And then you roll dice. And I
Which
think if you get doubles, you can take a gift. So you do that until all the gifts are out of the center, and then you start the next round, which is you roll the dice, and if you hit like doubles, you can either choose to keep your gift or steal somebody else or trade with somebody.
Yeah. And that's the same. It's the same type of principle as the white elephant. It's just a different take on it. And that's what my sister-in-law wanted to do. And I'm not organizing that this late in the game. And
Yeah.
we have too many children. You can't do this with a 1-year-old. This is not, if you want to do it with the adults, but you have to let everybody know well in advance so they can buy gifts and all this good crap. And
Yeah, and be prepared and decide, like, okay, do we just want to do the one, and is it a joke? Is it serious? Do we want to do 2 and have it be a joke?
yeah.
One be joke, one be. It's like, okay, how many people are actually going to? And that's the thing is, sometimes we don't know exactly how many people are going to be there. We'll plan for everyone to be there, but then sometimes some of the family doesn't show up because they have commitments to other sides of the other families.
So
It's just it's. Eh.
I was just like, no. We're not doing this. If you wanted to do this, you should have said something at Thanksgiving.
Yes.
When people still have time to plan.
She did mention something about it at Thanksgiving, but I don't think anything has gone from there.
Yeah, you've got to plan it.
I gotta have Steve text his sister.
Yeah, make sure she wasn't deciding to do it and her mentioning it counted as.
And us going, it's Christmas Eve. We need to buy a gift. Oh, let's go to the gas station and get a candy bar.
You can always go to the Walgreens and get something there.
Yeah. They have nice gift, like $5, like little gift sets, like, lip glosses or stuff like that. It'd be funny if my nephew got the lip glosses. Which I still have to say this because it's weird for me to even call, like, Steve's niece and nephew my niece and nephew because we're so close in age.
Yeah.
Like, Steve's niece, well, my niece, she's a year younger than me. When we had her baby shower, so we had not only like our side of the family, but like her mom's side of the family, and then her husband's side of the family, and friends and work friends. So it's like huge groups of people who have never really like formally like sat and met. Like we met a few of them at the wedding.
Yeah.
She's going around and she's introducing, and I'm sitting next to her, and she gets me and she goes, "And this is my." She looks at me. I'm like, "That's weird." She's like, "Yeah, that's so weird, but yeah, this is my aunt." It's like, yeah, that is so weird. And then Steve's nephew, my nephew, is I think he just turned 30 this past year. So it's really weird for me. I guess, when you it's something that's common when you have like big family, lots of kids, but his family doesn't. It's him and 2 siblings, and it's because I'm so young.
Yeah, well,
Trying to balance my light here. My sunlight keeps fading in and out.
I don't think we're gonna do much. I've got all natural lighting. The window back there is, yeah.
Okay. Well, as you heard me mention earlier, I am going to keep doing my channel. I'm not giving up on it. I'm going to kind of rebrand though. I still am doing floss. I'll still be doing floss tube videos. I still love to cross stitch. But as you've seen from this podcast, I am multi-craftable. And so I'm going to rebrand my channel into more of a multi-craft channel and rename it. And I'm not going to let you guys know the name right now until like I post the new intro with the coming soon video, which I'm hoping to get done here soon. And all that fun stuff.
After the new year, maybe.
After I plan on having it up like New Year's Day. Because I have a lot of stuff I can, photograph, and that it's just I gotta get through next week, and then I can like devote to photograph, like even next week and during the day, because I'll only have one kid home.
Yeah.
Because the other one doesn't go on Christmas break until like the 22nd is his last day, which is like, why did you push it so late? Why
That's
do you
what
have to be school
the district
district?
I'm working at did. They're those kids don't get out until the 23rd is their last. No, the 22nd.
Yeah, my nephew, my sister's son, is the same way. He's not like done with school until like the 22nd is his last day. My
Mhm.
youngest, Ian, is done on Friday. So I have to have some of the teacher gifts ready to go on Friday. And he's got his friend, he forgot to get her a birthday present for her birthday. Because he likes to do that. So we found her some of those like holiday inspired lip chapsticks. They have like a penguin on them, a polar bear, and they're like seasonal.
Mhm.
Would you call them flavors? Yeah, flavors. They're chapsticks. So he's got a pack of those to give to her, and he's just got to get them wrapped up and get ready to give to her. But yeah. So I got to start photographing all my stuff. I have a lot of craft stuff to photograph, but I'm really hoping you guys are going to like it, what I do with the channel. I'll still do floss tube videos. I'll still like put the brackets with the word floss tube in the beginning of those videos of the title, so you guys can easily find those if that's what you want. I'll create playlists, don't worry. But it just means a lot more work has to go into my channel, and yeah, let's hope 2017 is better than 2016.
Yeah, this year needs to hurry up and get over. So
Yeah, and not like kill any more people, please. Hey, I grew up watching, for those who know this, who are this my generation, grew up watching Growing Pains. Growing Pains was like the show. I was shocked when I got home from work last night to open up Facebook and see the first thing I see, not even like, hey, here's the Hangout link, get your butt in here. It's posting from one of my friends. Alan Thicke died. And I'm like, no, this is a joke. Google DMZ confirming Alan Thicke dead. I'm like, okay, you've taken David Bowie, Prince, Alan Rickman, Alan Thicke. How many others? It's like, really? And then John Glenn too this month.
mhm.
It's like all the icons of like my childhood are dropping like flies, man. Knock it off, 2016. We get it. You were We get it. Trust us. Plenty of us know how much of a bad year this has been.
Yeah, it has not been good.
Mm-mm. And now we got a pumpkin for president-elect.
Not going into politics.
No. I'm just going to say this morning when he was on, when they were showing clips of him, he needs to tone his hair again. It's getting brassy.
So let's see, what have I got going on? Done with school for the semester. Hallelujah. Obviously, since we're actually filming a podcast, I'm done for the semester. This was my last semester of real classes on January 6th, I think. I start student teaching and I'll have my first class on the 9th. So just a few weeks. So I have to get all of my Christmas presents finished and then I have to start lesson planning.
Have fun with that one.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that, but so that's what I've got going on. Not nearly as crazy, but well, it has been, but now that I'm done with that craziness and I'm on break, it's that craziness and the craziness in the future, and I'm not thinking about it land.
You're in limbo right now.
I'm going to
Right?
enjoy it, pretty much. So FF or FOs. Now wait a minute, you have FFOs.
I have one FFO.
I know you have at least one because you did a class on it.
Yep. It's actually an FO and an FFO. Let me grab all my FOs. It's like I won't say I lost my knitting bud. My knitting bud kind of went into a slight hibernation because, well, it's Christmas. And I have Mrs. Clausitis. So I was like, in November, I cranked out like 7 ornaments.
You're crazy.
Yeah, and I've just kept going. Like,
I mean, I did it one year. I totally get where you're at with that.
oh no, I forgot one of my FOs downstairs, but you can all see it on my Instagram. Miss Mel with 2 L's. That's a work in progress. FO, 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 FO. Off to work we go. Yes. When it gets to be Christmas time, my brain like goes, woo, Christmas, let's go. Time to decorate the house in every room. Or as my husband so lovingly calls it, make Christmas throw up everywhere.
Hey, he supports the habit, so he has no right to say anything.
Let's see.
He's your.
And that's an FO that I haven't shown. I haven't shown like finished April Cottage and January Girl yet, have I?
I don't remember.
I'm going to show them anyway, since I can't remember.
Because,
That's finished.
notes just aren't happening until we're again.
I didn't take notes last time, so you might see some doubles here. Don't sue me. Oh, I have another FO, but it's in FFO, but it's in my son's room because he immediately saw it, grabbed it, and hung it up in his room. And it's the Halloween ornament I did.
Oh, yeah.
Where I mounted it to that filigree.
Yep.
It says werewolf habitat. Things might get hairy.
We knew that wasn't going to last long.
Yeah, he saw it and goes, is it done? Yeah, snatch. Okay, it's not even dry yet. It's okay. Okay, so let's see if we can get some sort of order here. Probably not. Not showing these in any particular order, but finished needle workshop.
That one is so cute.
This is going to get FFO'd into a keepsake box. As soon as it's like warm enough to go outside and stain. As soon as it's warm enough just to step outside. April Cottage got finished.
Oh, nice.
And I will be FFOing this
Cute.
as a no-sew cube, like I'm doing with the cottages. I finished January Girl. And this will get finished as my other calendar girls are, which are the flats where you can stand them up on an easel. And then my brain kicked into Christmas mode, like uber Christmas mode. And I did this finish. Now, most of these ornaments, except for one, all these ornaments have come from, I believe, the 2013 issue of Just Cross Stitch Ornament issue. I believe this one did too, but here's this one called, or this one might be this year's. Waiting for Santa. Look at all those cute reindeer butts. And then I have this one here, a little bird. Like I said, I went kind of crazy with the cross stitch. Let me see here. And then
You have a goal for all these ornaments.
oh yeah. Then there's that one. You cannot, you know, it's like I cannot be doing ornaments and not for people to expect there to be at least one country cottage or Little House Needleworks ornament in there somewhere. And then this year during the Just Cross Stitch magazines, they did in every issue what they called the Christmas stitch. And it was some form of ornament. Well, I can't remember the exact issue, but these were the strawberry scissor keeps that were featured. I changed their color because in the pattern, it's like more of an like what old metal you think would look like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's not Christmassy enough. Christmas needs to sparkle, and plus it needs to fit within my theme. So I stitched them in DMC Light Effects. Mm-hmm.
Yes, because we're crazy like that.
So there's that one. Steve still calls it the Christmas alien.
And now that I see it, I can't unsee it.
Yep. And then there's that one down there. So these are two companions. And then I don't have it with me because it's probably downstairs on my finishing board to get finished. I did the Mary Stitchmas ornament from Just Cross Stitch 2013 ornament issue. If you have that issue, you know which one I'm talking about. It's shaped and ready to be finished onto its backer board, or as I like to use, mat board. So I get the shape. It's going to be in a tree shape. It's going to look super cute when I'm done. And then I finished this ornament, and you can see it's already FFO'd because I taught the class on how to finish this. But trust me, people, I get most of my finishing ideas and finishing inspiration comes from Vanna Pfeffer, or Peffer. I can't remember how she pronounces her last name. The Twisted Stitcher. Her finishing blog where she walks you through it, and now that she's also starting to do videos called Floss Tube Finishing Classes or Finishing Academy or something like that, where she records herself finishing things. If you need inspirations for finishes, check her out.
Mm-hmm. Hers are good.
Yeah, so there's that one. And now I have the trio done. These were, was it called Sweet Nothings?
I think so.
It's a leisure arts book. I'm going to get the picture up in my Instagram of what book it was, because these were a series of 3 and they were featured on the front cover. There was a house, there was a tree, and then there's a wreath. And now I have all 3 finished, exactly the same. And they're on the tree this year. I grabbed this off the tree before I ran upstairs. So those were my FOs, and that's my FFO.
All right.
I have 2 FFOs. Son's ornament, which is in his room, and then that one.
So my FOs, because yeah, I haven't gotten anything finished yet, and I really need to. So the first one I finished was my niece's graduation project. So this is a Sue Hillis, and I changed, instead of stitching the tassel, I made a tassel and put it on there. So this is her Christmas gift. She graduated from high school and boot camp this year. So definitely need to get that to her by Christmas. And then I also finished this one, which I think totally came out cute.
That is so cute.
So, and that's on hand-dyed fabric that I did myself. And that's a frosted pumpkin. Was in, oh, I can't remember what issue. It's in Just Cross Stitch.
One of the Halloween issues. Was it this year's?
Yeah, it's this year's. And then I finished my caffeine. Yay, so happy to have this puppy done. And yes, I know it's short borders, but I'm going to do a flat fold finish on it, so there's enough room for that. Barely. Barely, but you know, I actually was
thinking. But you were in class. You were in class. You know how to deal with short borders.
Because I'm going to hang this up in my classroom, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a flat fold now or if I'm going to do a wall hanging with it and get some sciencey fabric and hang it up that way. I haven't decided yet because it's going to be in the classroom. And I was thinking if I were to do a wall hanging, then I could just wash it if it gets dingy and re-iron it. So whereas with a flat fold, I'm kind of SOL when it starts looking grungy. And it's a science classroom, so I am sure eventually it'll be dirty.
Oops.
Yeah, you can't help that some days. All right. So what are you working on currently? Oh, all right. I'll talk about mine while she answers the phone. All right, so my current works in progress. And then that came up. All right, computers are being pains today. So I am currently working on this is my Go project right now. So it's my Pirate Santa. Yeah, just been getting a little progress on him. But I've been working on him. He's in my travel bag. So I've been working on that one. And then this has been what has been calling to me recently. So this is a Joan Elliott, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I don't have handy a printout of what it's going to look like. It was in 2 years ago Chris magazine, so one of the European ones. So it's as you can see, we've got the start of Santa's sleigh here and then the reindeer. And so my goal before the season is over is to get this top border done, but I can't even begin to finish this until I get all my Christmas presents done. So those are my current whips. Now Mindy is hopefully back and can tell you about hers because she probably has a little bit more to talk about than I do.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, I couldn't ignore that call either. Okay, so I have this ornament and whip. And this is, okay. This is not Go Elf Yourself. This is Have Yourself, Merry Little Christmas. It's from the 2013 issue of Just Cross Stitch Ornaments. I am now also working on January Cottage. I am almost done with all the DMC stitching on it, and then I just have to put it on hold until I can get the other specialty fiber color. I had one of them. That's what's up in the roof. The other one I need to get. Where'd she go? She was right here. There she is. I started then also working on May Calendar Girl, and just to remind you guys what she's going to look like when she's done. It's right there.
You have a sickness, I just have to say.
Yes, yes, I do. A big sickness. I have many sicknesses, if you ask my husband. One of them, the major one right now is Mrs. Clausitis. And then I've been working on Fibery Friends from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Oh, hey, look. I left the needle in. That's how far I am on it. I almost am done with the letters in the center.
Very
Just
nice.
to give you guys a quick look at what this looks like. That's what it's going to look like.
I like that one.
I like this one too. And then, come here, everything. Oh, move up there. Oh, you move here. Nope, gotta remove the pattern. I picked back up my son's stocking.
Those are
I
so.
almost have the chair filled in. So there's that one.
I love that fire on that one.
Oh, I know. Loosen a stitch here. Kind of got pulled a little tight. And then I am working on, because it is a new start, it is from Tiffany Mice's. I have Mises on my desk today.
Huh.
Who is this by? Come on, computer. Faster. Actually, zoom it back out to normal. Instead of zoomed in for, It is the Fairy Tale Advent Calendar from The Little Stitcher. I am working on this as a new start. I have done, if you're familiar, you know the way it's displayed on the front with it hanging on a tree, and in the pattern she gives you the schematics to make that tree. I'm doing that. I'm making that tree. I will display it like this. I will use it as an advent calendar too, where day one I'll put up the first one, and then day two. Yeah. I'm right now on it.
I can see why your husband is saying you have Mrs. Clausitis.
Yeah.
Which is better.
I've done some changes.
So, you could tell
I've
him.
done some changes to it too. And I just lost my son. Light, not my actual son. I know where they are. They're at school. I've done some changes to it. The antlers on number 1 I did in a DMC light effect. It's the silver and gold light effect, because our holiday theme in our house is traditional Christmas. So it's very much reds, greens, silvers, gold, silver and gold. That kind of like, Christmas plaid type decor and theme. When I do my tour video, because I just got to finish the kitchen, and then Ian's got to finish decorating his tree, and then I'm done. Decorating done. And yes, I leave it up past Epiphany because it takes me so long to get everything up that I'm not taking that down the day after Christmas.
Yeah, that's why my house is not decorated this year. I don't have time to take it all down.
So each one is getting a touch of this metallic somewhere in it. Like here in the house, I did it in the windows. And then the snow on the back, the stitches that are on the background are supposed to be like snow. I am using beads, and I'm using a Mill Hill bead. I'm going to need your opinion because this tree is supposed to have snow-covered branches. I think it might be too much bead.
I'd use satin. Use the white satin.
I'm using 3865. I'm using a different set. Ooh, there we go. I'm using winter white 3865. So the white satin's going to look too stark.
I love the sheen though. If you look at, because it's what I'm doing here, the sheen, snowflake is just, it reminds me of that sparkle you get off of snow. So that's my preference for snow, because I love that sheen it has. It looks kind of like snow. It's a bitch to work with, but
yep.
It does
So that's what I have been working on so far. But like I said, that's all I've done. I've done nothing but cross stitch and decorate. I got, all my other crafts kind of went into mild hibernation.
So I currently have one knitting project on the needles that's not being touched right this second. I gotta actually get it out.
Okay, we can stop presenting me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I need to switch and present me.
Mm-hmm.
Mouse work. All right. So currently tangled up. So this is the gumdrop shawl. So this is kind of lacy. So we were talking about lace yesterday, and so Jessie Marie gifted me the pattern, and then the yarn is really cheap. It's the Michaels brand loops and thread yarn in purple. But I started it a month ago and have been working on that, but I had to put it aside to get Christmas presents done. It's technically supposed to be a Christmas present, but I don't think I'm going to get it done for Christmas. So I haven't decided if I'm going to switch and do a different Christmas project for that person, or if I'm just going to go, sorry, it's not done yet. I'll get it to you when it's done, which I have done with this particular family member before. And then I'm going to skip around because, well, I can. I am also currently working on, and this is what is actually working on today, is a Cthulhu mask for one of my nephews. I'll show you what it's going to look like in a minute, because this is the third one I've done, second one for Christmas. So, yeah, and that's crochet. So, my finishes for yarn. In no particular order, because I can't remember what order I've done them all in. We have the adorable panda hat.
I want one of those.
I don't love the eyes, but everybody else does, so, Here is a Cthulhu mask with the nice long tentacles.
You need to model that.
Do you know how big of a pain in the butt it is to put these things on?
Mm-hmm.
But the kids will love it, so,
Yep.
yeah. It just looks so great. But, it's for a 14-year-old boy, so he's going to be over the moon with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we have Jack, my personal favorite. And then we have unicorn hats. So we have this unicorn hat. And we have this unicorn hat. And okay, I think that's all the hats that have been done since the last thing. Now, I've also completed 2 shawls and a pair of socks. So, all right, help if I showed the front. Which will be for my mother. Okay, the pile is getting really high, Mindy. It's gonna fall.
Finish mountain.
This one, shawl, it's Lala's, for my grandmother. Oh my. And then a pair of really cool socks for my sister-in-law. And I think, yeah, that's all of my knitting, and has all been done in the last week. So I have one more Cthulhu hat after the blue one out of lovely green, and I have a Stegosaurus hat to make, which I'll just because it'll be given by the next time we have a podcast. That's yarn craft. And can I just say, I want a stitch.
That's been your like chant for the last week.
I have no desire to do any of this yarn craft. I just want to sit and stitch.
Well, then now you've learned your lesson. Don't make big crafting plans for Christmas. But if you do, start them in January.
Have I actually learned anything? Will I
No.
probably do this again? Because this is not the first Christmas I've done this.
And it won't be the last.
No, probably not. Although usually I don't have so many projects waiting till the end. This school thing is really getting in my way. Really getting in my way.
You usually don't have that many, but if anyone remembers how the Facebook group Cross Stitches Fun got started, was because somebody decided to give 2 people in her family really big cross stitch pieces for Christmas.
And I was in school.
And she was in school. And then she decided, let's do Hangouts because I need moral support for the 24/7 stitching. I'm going to have to do these next 2 weeks to get these done.
Yeah, Lavender and Lace and Stony Creek.
Yep.
And they're both gorgeous, but oh, wow.
If I remember right, your grandmother was so proud she made people walk across to her house to go look at it.
She still does. Have I showed you what my granddaughter made for me and drags them back? And every time she moves it, I have to go see its new location. I made her a full-size queen quilt, and that doesn't impress her nearly as much as the cross stitch does. And there's probably just as many, if not more, hours in the quilt as there is in the cross stitch.
Mhm.
Can you tell which one looked better?
Well, I was not used to people like making a big deal about my cross stitch because I come from a family of cross stitchers and needle workers. We've all do something.
Yep.
So there wasn't much of a big deal made about it. Now when I joined Steve's family, my husband's family, we were like at his mom and dad's. This is before his dad passed away. We were there for like some family thing, like a lunch or whatever, and I'm sitting there and I'm cross stitching. And his entire family is just astonished by it. And it wasn't even like that impressive of a pattern. It was Paula Vaughn's The Bride's Prayer.
Paul Vons are, I mean, they're not
Well,
complicated,
I mean,
but they're gorgeous.
yeah, it wasn't like I'm sitting there working on a Heaven and Earth because I didn't even know Heaven and Earth existed back then. Yes, I know there was a before Heaven and Earth time. We like to call those the dark times. But yeah, I was just astonished by how much they were like, oh my God, that's amazing. And like, even to this day, if I have anything up, hanging up or on display that I worked on, like they're all still impressed. Like my little cube finishes, like my little sheep stack, his mom thinks is just adorable. The most adorable thing she has seen. And I'm like, that's a 9 count and it is stitched with pearl cottons. If that impresses you,
Yeah, I have to
but
say,
it's impressive. It is adorable. That pattern is. If you can find it, people, you got to do it.
I don't think there's that many people in my family that are cross stitch worthy.
Yeah.
Crochet, yeah, whatever. Although all these hats are for the kids and kids are in mind, so favorite colors have been used. Themes that I think they will like. The kids don't know who Cthulhu is, but apparently the hat looks like Davy Jones or whatever that piratey thing is from Pirates of the Caribbean. It looks
Yes.
like that, so they will be over the moon. Now Logan, he knows what Cthulhu is, and he wants his hat to look just like Uncle Jim's, which is actually stinking cute. So, and then the unicorn hats, the girls picked what they wanted their colors to be. I didn't do the black one. I draw my lines at black unicorns. It's like, I don't think that's quite appropriate for a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
So, white sparkly, black ear. Black in the mane, but not that much black. So, I don't know why I shudder at a black unicorn for a girl when I'm making a 10-year-old a Cthulhu mask.
That thought may have crossed my mind. She draws the line for a teenage girl at black unicorn.
She's 9. If she was a teenager, if she was 13, I'd have let her have it.
Okay, so 9-year-old, no black unicorn. But 10-year-old, I want a Cthulhu mask. Sure, go ahead.
Well, part of it is my sister-in-law was like horrified at black cat. That she's obsessed with black right now. So she wants black fingernail polish, and my sister-in-law is like, "You're 9. You are not a teenager yet. No dark colors." It's like, oh boy.
Just wait until she hits 13. You're gonna have little like a.
But she's not.
Little goth kitten walking out. It's gonna be all in black.
A girly girl.
Well, yeah. Well, just because you're goth doesn't mean you can't be girly. Have you seen the Lolita goths?
No. She's a girly girl. I mean, pink and purple, and she just likes black in there.
I know a goth whose favorite color is pink.
I don't know what she's gonna, but I'm glad I'm not the one that's got to do it. I don't lack any sympathy for mine. I give her the nail polish. I don't care. I told her she can't wear straight up black. If she wants to put black as an accent, I don't care, but no straight up black on her nails yet. She's a little young for that. But, all right, this stupid.
Okay, well, you sit there and figure that out. I'm going to start with the Happy Mail I received since last time.
Okay.
Which, surprise, surprise, was from Sugar Nana. From Netta. She, once again, hooked me up. Her generosity is just astounding. So, got the box. I'm showing you the back because addresses are on the other side. So pretty. So the medium-sized box came stuffed, and I mean stuffed. So one of the things I got was some sock weight from Cherry Tree Hill in the color Blossom. Gee, it's pink. And then I got some more yarn. It's missing its band, but that's okay. I know it's a sock weight because I can tell. This stuff, isn't that cool?
That is pretty.
Think about seeing if I got enough yardage to make it into a shawl. And then I got a buttload of needles. Oh, one thing I got, which made me just kind of eep with joy, was Netta gave me a set of rosewood cabling needles.
Oh, very nice.
Now, anyone who cables know that the only way to cable is with the proper tools. There is a way to cable without using a cabling needle. Yeah, no, I will not be doing that. But I got this set. And they're the type I like with the curve in the middle. So I can hold it, you know, like this.
Hold on, let me present you so people can see.
Okay. Ah!
There you go.
So they're the rosewood cabling needles. They come 3 to a set. So you got one for like lightweight yarn, midweight, and then like your chunkies. They have the curve in the middle. And what I like about the curve in the middle is because when I'm knitting and I need to cable is I can hold my cabling needle like this out of the way with that curve in the center and have it not be uncomfortable. Because then I'm knitting and I need a cable, I can just flip it around. Yes, I sat there one day figuring all that out. So I got that set, which was like, I opened it up and I was like, ee! And so he's like, what? And I showed him, he goes, oh, crafty stuff. You're eeping over crafty stuff. And then, like I said, I got a lot of needles and a couple crochet hooks because I think you and Netta are bound and determined to get me to crochet more.
Have you seen what I can do with a crochet hook?
Yes.
You want a panda hat? It took me less than a day to make a panda hat.
Have you seen what I can do with a sewing machine?
I can use my sewing machine.
And a hot. Have you seen what I can do with a hot glue gun? And a little ingenuity. So I got a couple of the Clover crochet hooks. I dropped the needle. And I've gotten a bunch of needles. I like the older style needles. This is why, she sends me some of this stuff from her collection as she weeds through because I like the nostalgia of the packaging from back in the day. So I got a bunch of double points because I love working on double points when I can.
Oh yeah, I love DPNs.
I got a. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
When I have time, I want to do a hat on DPNs, but
Oh, it's easy. I've done it.
well, it's just I haven't done it yet. But right now, DPNs for a hat, when I don't have the time to just sit there and do it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to because I have to have a holder for the DPNs.
Yeah. And then because when my arthritis acts up really bad in my hands, I like using the Clover Takumi needles because it's what I can get on the ready down around my place without having to go into a shop and paying, a lot of money for the Shigu woods or whatever bamboos. So she gave me a 15, which is a 10 millimeter
Mhm.
Takumi circular, which just love. And then what just blew my mind away and made me go, Netta, really? Is anyone who has used these knows what these packages are? She gave me some Haya Hayas. Haya Haya interchangeables.
No clue what they are, but okay.
They're knitting needles.
Well, I assumed that.
They are a very good brand of knitting needle. So
Very nice.
So now I have some Haya Hayas, which I was, oh, this is wonderful. And then she also gave me, if this stuff all wasn't enough, my new thing I'm going to be getting into.
Uh-oh. Oh, spinning.
She gave me a drop spindle and some starter fibers.
Yeah.
It looks like I have something from Euphoric Fibers, which is the white. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then from Perhaps Is a Good Day to Die, I believe is the color name. It's from Hank's Yarn and Fiber. And it's a BFL base. I got 0.8 ounces of the blue. So I'm going to start drop spindling. I'm going to work with this stuff first to learn. So yeah, that's something you guys can watch for on my channel now is spinning and what I finish in the spinning and that stuff.
I definitely want to try that myself. But I might be logical. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
because I will probably change my mind. I'm thinking I'm going to wait until May or June when I'm done with the school thing. And, instead of picking up a new craft right now.
It'd be best for if you started in June because then I have some time to practice. And then when you come in June, I can try to help you out.
So,
And you might be able to pick up a really nice spindle at where we're going to be going in June.
yeah, but I may get I probably will get something before that so that I,
Practice.
I don't want to get a really nice one if it's not something I'm going to enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And right now I can tell you that when I get most of these Christmas presents done, I'm probably not going to touch the yarn craft for a week. At least, because I really want to stitch. Although I also want to make a shawl for myself before next semester, so I'm gonna have to pick up the yarn craft pretty quick.
Yeah, I gotta make my shawl for June.
Yeah, I haven't even started that yet. That's stock weight and
Mm-hmm. Okay. But that was my happy meal. Besides all my needle minders, but once I get Corey's, then I'll show. And then once everyone gets mine, because yeah, I'm behind schedule.
Netta's package. I think I showed on the last one.
You need to take me off.
Oh, What, you don't want to be projected?
Not all the time.
No?
No.
What am I doing now? Uh, stop presenting. There we go. The only
There
one
we go.
I don't think I showed the last time was the book that Jennifer Hassler sent me.
That is so cool.
So this was the
You're
one.
gonna bring that in June so I can leaf through it.
Yeah, this was the one that we were wishing we had gotten. So she very kindly sent me a copy of it, which is totally awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once I get all this crap done, I can actually stitch a couple ornaments because there's a ton of stuff in there I want to stitch.
Oh yeah. I'm still going to be working towards my goal of having one whole tree, nothing but handmade ornaments.
Well, I think because I have a tree of nothing but handmade ornaments. I can do that. I have that many handmade ornaments. But I think I want, because I did them all out of 2 books that I got at Hobby Lobby. This is before I realized you could get cross stitch patterns from, there were other magazines,
Mm-hmm.
what you just found there. And so I want a different style because these are all really, I mean, some of them are really cute. Some of them, there's more in the magazines that I would rather do. So I think I might do the 1 ornament a month.
Okay.
And then we might do, now I have hiccups. Might do the cell where we do 1 ornament and then finish it the next month.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
So keep, maybe everybody can keep each other motivated.
Yeah, me and Netta had planned to do 1 ornament a month this year.
Yeah.
And well, life decided to kick us in the ass.
Yeah, well, hopefully 2017 decides to be less of a pain in the butt than 2016 was, because like everybody I know had a horrible year this year
Mm-hmm.
and a disaster for everybody.
This year, it's like we had such optimism going into 2016 too. Like
Yeah.
huge optimism. And then who was like of the group where we were like, oh, like, what do you mean? What do you mean they died? The first person to go, we're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it started
What?
early.
And then it's like just this, oh yeah, and then another celebrity of note that died that I know of because my husband is a metalhead is Lemmy Kilmister. It's like, okay, you know what? You all just stop.
Oh, you didn't see these
No, I didn't see those. What are those planned for?
stitch
You got
markers?
plans? Stitch markers, of course. Sparkly distracting stitch markers.
Well, you gotta have some bling.
But see, but this would be me. Knit. Ooh, look at that sparkle.
So they're a
So
little,
one
but
new,
I don't think they're too big.
I don't think they're too big. Well, one new discovery I made is everyone knows that I've been doing a lot of my beading with that Coats and Clark invisible thread.
Mm-hmm. Then stuff from hell.
I broke down and picked up some Nymo.
And you're liking that better?
And I'm loving it. It looks great. You can barely see it. See, is this done with Nymo? Nope. This ornament was beaded with invisible thread.
Yeah, I don't like it. I am more apt.
I like the effect it gives where it literally looks like they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
But it is a pain. It is a pita to stitch with.
I don't mind. I'll use it when they're like floating like that. But I've kind of gotten to the point where I'll use a coordinating thread
Mm-hmm.
in a piece. And there's stitches around it, but otherwise I use the invisible because I like that
Look,
effect
yeah.
when
And
it's
now these,
snow and stuff.
this is done with Nymo. And if you look really close, I mean really closely,
Yeah, that blends in really well.
yeah. So that was my new discovery, or new to me discovery. Okay.
So,
Future plans?
I don't know. Have either one of us figured out what we're going to do for next year? I have a theme. I'm doing hedonism, and everybody's now going to go Google what hedonism means because even my husband didn't know what it meant. And that theme came courtesy of Sugar Nana. So that is going to be my theme for the year. But as far as my actual plans, I haven't figured it out. I did a video for my year in review,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what I'm going to do next year. I don't even know what my new year, new start's going to be yet.
Neither do I. I know what I'd like it to be. I don't know if I'll have the fabric.
What do you want?
I wanted to start my my Alpine Garden chatelaine.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good new year, new start. I don't know.
Start in the center and work my way out.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I cannot.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm like,
This time last year, I had the whole year planned out. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I knew exactly which styles I was going to do, how I was going to do everything, how my rotation was going to work. And then that got blown out of the water. And so now I'm sitting here this year going, do I plan? Do I not plan? What do I do?
yeah, this was such a crazy year. Everything has gone to hell in a handbasket, and I don't know. I know I need a plan.
Yeah.
I mean, not follow the plan, but I need a plan.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I need a plan. Sometimes I might not follow that plan. Most of the time I follow my plan. But I need to have that plan in place before New Year's Day. Otherwise, I'm going to be like, ah.
And I need one for both my cross stitch and my yarn craft.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's several things I want to get finished or start in the yarn that I need to allot time for.
Yeah.
But we have one more video before the end of the year.
Yes, we do. We'll have our year wrap up.
Yeah. So we'll have a video, not next week, but the week after, because, I won't have school. So we just have to work around Mindy's work schedule.
Well, next week is going to be crazy. The week after, that's after Christmas. We might some of the breaks might get pressed on some of these hours, which is kind of nice. And I'll still have one child home. I'll have both. Well,
Yeah,
both kids will be off school, but I only will have one with me because my oldest will go spend time with his bio dad because he also has his ortho appointment that week.
Yeah. So. But we're going to have to change the filming schedule anyway after next week or after the next video.
After the first of the year.
I'll be teaching and I will be in the classroom 5 days a week.
So we might change days, and there might be some times where you'll see like guest co-hosts. So
get Corey to do it. You can have Corey and Netta. That might be entertaining.
That might work. Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't sit back and let them entertain us. but I think that just about wraps it up.
Yep. So we will see you in 2 weeks. We hope everybody has a great holiday, and we'll catch you on the other side of the holidays.
Yep, because we'll see after then. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.